Welcome back. I'm here with my supervisor and my buddy, Mr. Oneto. How are you, dear?
Good morning, Miss Underwood.
How are you doing?
Miller.
That's quite all right. Hey, what's moving and grooving? What's happy? What we need to be done?
Well, you know Christmas is coming, of course.
Sure.
That's good. Also, item of interest, Lockwood driveway.
Yes.
It's not finalized, but the concrete part is, and
Yeah.
it came out really nice.
Yes, sir. Beautiful job. And thank you very much. It looks fantastic.
Took longer than it should have in a lot of ways, but
Well, but that's us. It takes us a little longer up there to get things done.
there is, and
sometimes.
it's getting kind of late. It's getting late in the year, so it's kind of weather and who
Yeah.
was available to do different aspects. I would like to thank some people that helped with it, if that was possible.
Absolutely. Go
The
right
list is
ahead.
fairly long. Starting off, Dick Yost with Yost Tractor Service.
Mhm.
He donated his time, fellow running equipment's time, his backhoe, his skip loader, and his 10-wheeler dump truck for a number of days. And then when he's kind of got it quite a ways along, he said, "Hey," so I'll leave you the backhoe. I said, "Well,
nice.
I'll finish it out." And so he left the backhoe there for a number of days and no charge. And Dick does a lot of work up in that area, and
Yes.
he was happy to help out. Scott Love with Scott Love Ready Mix donated 18 yards of concrete,
Wow.
and that's probably, that's a lot of concrete.
You bet.
That's 2 10-wheeler loads,
Yeah.
and was quite happy to do it. So he really stepped up to help out. Also, George Reed, they donated 1 load of road base and another load at cost, and they've said they'll donate they'll sell the asphalt to Lockwood
Great.
at their cost,
Great.
and that's a big savings. And Dave Armstrong and Greg Zuko donated 2 loads of truck and trailer loads of road base also. Bob Jones with he has his daughter and him and his wife, they have the Ridge Road nursery.
Yeah.
He really helped out because we were working way up there and we hit some lava cap. You know what lava cap is?
Yeah.
A hard rock that just.
Oh, yeah, I have some.
And so the
Forget
backhoe was scratching, and it was probably, if you wanted to wear a backhoe out, you could have done with a backhoe, but it would have taken probably a month. So I called up. I know Bob. He's just a good guy. I say, "Bob, I got this problem." I says, "You got a bobcat with one of those hydraulic hammers, don't you?" He says, "Yeah." He says, "I do." He says, "Come and get it."
And that's the only way you can do that. Believe me.
It is.
We tried to put some post in one time, and you know those posts that that you.
Yeah, clams.
Yeah, but then the ones that you can bang down and turn.
Okay.
Okay, well, bang, and it shot up in the air, and I told John, I said, I don't think that this is a good idea. This is not going to work. And he was still vibrating, and he said, "Nah, you're totally right. But you do so much for us up there." And, all the supervisors try to take care of their territories. And I think that a lot of times we just seem to forget that everybody thinks that this just evolves naturally, where you have, like I said, you have a list of people that either volunteer at cost or free to the community. And that is the one thing that people should never forget up here, that even people that are in business are doing things free for their community. So it's important to thank everybody and to let them know how much we really appreciate everything that they do.
Yeah, it is. And there's some other people help, like Jason Kazad.
Mm-hmm.
He says, I said, "Could you haul a load of road base up?" Yeah. So he hauled a load of road base up, and he hauled some of like the concrete and stuff off to a place to have recycled.
Mm-hmm.
And
Great.
that was real helpful. Also, there was Meeks said, "Hey, well, we can't donate it, but we'll give it to you at a real reduced price." So they
Sure.
helped out. So there's a lot of people helped. Also, the county road crew, they poured and finished the concrete. Did an excellent job.
nice.
Tom Stevens was ahead of that. And I think Mike Maggi was his number 1 guy. And
Great. So you had a whole crew of people up there
yeah,
coming up and helping and doing all that, which I
they
think
did a nice job in the concrete. And I'm trying to think if I forgot anybody there. Also, there was one of the paid firefighters, Nick Famulero, was up there, and Nick was good to see a young man that liked to work, was willing. And I think she's a volunteer, Bianca. Young lady, she was there, a lot of energy.
Great.
She was telling us how to do it. We're kind of like, wait a minute here. So she had some good ideas. So she helped out and was
Well,
was good.
to all of you that helped out, and did so much for us. We thank you very, very much. I want to ask you, what's coming up on the agenda? What do we need to get done this year, and what's going to make us happy?
Well, I know John Plaz, and I've been trying to help him all I can. John's been working real hard and trying to get some of the STIP money, because John's on the ACTC, it's the Amador County Transportation Commission.
Right.
And what there is, the STIP money it's called STIP money. It's money we get from the state, State Transportation Improvement Program. It's roughly $1.5 million, $2 million, probably about $1.5 million a year. John is trying to work to where some of that money can be put towards our local roads. Right now, the STIP money goes towards like major projects, but it can go towards local roads like rehabilitation. And what we're looking at is there's not money to repair our local county roads like we would like.
Sure.
And we can't go wave a magical wand and say, voila, we're going to pull. We got to say, where is there a source? Well, this source comes in every year. Has not been used historically in this county. It's been used in other counties to repair local roads. We don't want all the STIP money for local roads. We understand there's some big projects, like there's a Pine Grove project. I think it's too expensive. It's too all-encompassing. I'm not against doing a portion of the project. What remains to be seen. But they're looking at spending $38 million up there.
Wow.
That would take the STIP money for, if you do the whole $38 million, probably 25 years.
Wow.
And we're saying our local roads, they're falling apart. And we're saying we'd like to see a number, roughly, maybe 40% of that STIP money that go towards the cities and the county. Here's a 40% of that money. Do with it as you wish. So it was available. And we, our thoughts are we'd like to put that towards doing some local road rehabilitation. And one road comes to mind to me right off the bat is, in my district, is Fiddletown Road. I mean, Shake Bridge isn't a plum, but Fiddletown it needs some help, a lot of help. And the money's not
Very
out
much
there
so.
unless we can find a source. So,
And if you've ever gone down Fiddletown, which I do quite often, there's one or two things that...
there's more than one or two.
I mean, it's bad. I mean, you just, boom, you hit it.
Yeah.
And so I agree. I think that's a great idea, we have to, unfortunately, in economic times, you can't do everything you want. So you're right, Brian, you have to pick and choose and try to spread it out evenly and be fair to every district.
Yeah.
And that's what's really, really important. So that's going to be on the agenda, and
I think it's coming up at our next Board of Supervisors meeting.
Good.
So-
And please tell our viewers out there, when are the Board of Supervisor meetings and how they can participate?
We have closed session, 8:30. Board of Supervisors meetings are second and fourth Tuesdays. And they're held at 9 o'clock, 810 Court Street. That's the Board of Supervisors chambers. And at 9 o'clock, we have public comment. You can come and you can talk about what color this table is. You can talk about your sweater. You can talk about whatever you want to talk. Anything.
You can bring up any issue. And I think that's very, very important. And get involved. Bring up things that you are concerned about, because a lot of times your supervisor is busy doing things, and until you bring it to your attention, sometimes you don't know about these things.
No, that's true. I mean,
and I know
we
that
don't know all, do all. I mean, we try to do all, but a lot of times people can say, hey, there's an issue here.
Right. And you weren't aware of it.
Yeah.
And it's not that you were ignoring it if you're not made aware. I mean, you can't be in your district every single street every single day. I mean, you've got things to do. So I think that it's very, very important that you're able to do that. I'm going to have to leave you, but I want you to sit right here, and then I want you at the end of the show, I want you to tell people again if they need to reach any of their supervisors that they can call the board or get a hold of the board or email. To do
the
that.
board number is 223-6470. Also, if you go to the county website, there's a Board of Supervisors. If you go to look at the individual supervisors, there's a link you can click on that will go to our emails.
Good. Stay right here, and I gotta run over to meet Mr. Ed there, so I'll be right back.